On the 2nd and 3rd of October 2018, the Herzlia Vocal Ensemble, together with the Khayelitsha United Mambazo Acapella Choir, joined forces and collaborated together to perform a unique concert connecting African voices with Jewish voices in Jerusalem and Ra'anana.
The Vocal Ensemble started around 2006-2007, and we always planned to take them on tours, and we did manage to have a few over the years, but local tours to PE and to Johannesburg. But they've been working so hard, and we promised them that we were going to try and do something very special for them. So we decided that a tour to Israel would be the most amazing opportunity, and connecting with Mambazo, so it would be an Israeli-African connection, and it was just the most amazing experience for the kids.
And I'll never forget the first time when we brought the two groups together. There was a lot of excitement and a lot of passion and a lot of feeling, and we fused the two group styles together, the African style and the Jewish style. And from that moment I knew that it would be very special.
When I sing with the choir as a whole, with like Mambazo and including my choir, I feel a sense of originality and uniqueness, something that I've never really been a part of. It really helps me to connect to my Jewish roots as well as my African roots, and it kind of puts everything together as one, which is something I've never seen before.
They sing nice, more special the ladies and the boys. I like their voices are so good and fantastic, and you feel connected to sing another languages like Jewish song and closer songs, and you feel African. They are all Africans, and we like to collaborate with them.
It was quite an amazing moment. I think it was almost like two different cultures converging together to make one sound and one unified choir, and it was really powerful.
The dates for the tour were selected based on the program of each choir, and we decided the best time to take the choir would be during the Jewish festival of Sukkot. So we left Cape Town during Chol HaMoed Sukkot on the 3rd day of Sukkot, and we flew via Ethiopia. We spent a night in Ethiopia with the sole purpose of meeting the Ethiopian Jewish community. And Mambazo, Herzlia and the Ethiopian Jewish community had a workshop together. We heard from them about their life as a Jewish community member in Ethiopia, and we told them what it's like to be a member of our South African Jewish community. And we exchanged notes and songs, and we took letters from them to put into the kotel in Israel, which was a wonderful privilege and mitzvah for us to do.
One of the things we teach the kids here at school is that Israel is the spiritual home of the Jewish people. So our kids are very, very in touch with what happens in Israel. They connect, and being in Israel is like the ultimate tour for them, because they get to see what they've learned at school.
Israel is like my homeland, even though like I'm from South Africa, and it really brought out who I was when we were there, because we practiced like who we were there, and we went to different places that taught us more that I never knew before.
We were also there for 2 Shabbatot, 2 Sabbath weekends, and we celebrated Shabbat with Israeli hosts, and we celebrated Sukkot and Simchat Torah. We danced with the Torah in Israel. We went to the kotel, and overall the religious part of our holiday was, of our tour, was very meaningful, and we all learned a lot from that.
It was my first time to see Israel. I experienced a lot of things there. I saw City of David, Dead Sea, Holocaust. It was nice.
I think overall spending time with Mambazo and going to Israel with Mambazo really did connect me to my African roots. I felt quite proud to be South African, and I did feel proud to be Jewish in our Jewish homeland.
I feel that when celebrating the Chagim, the festivals, and Shabbat in Israel, there's a strong connection to my Judaism. Israel is our home, and I find it the most peaceful place in the world. We were so honored to perform in Jerusalem at Yad Ben Tzvi, which is a concert hall in Jerusalem. We performed at Yad Lebanim, which is a concert hall in Renana. And those two concerts, I can just say, were very different, but beautiful in their own way.
The night of the concert was, everything was so unified. We had people dancing, and we had people of all different cultures at the concert. We had people who weren't even religious at all, but were just there for the music because we were representing our country as well as our Jewish faith. And it was something so special, something I will never forget.
My favorite song was my African Dream because it was my first time to be there. It was my dream to go there in Israel to see other country, from South Africa to other country. Experience a lot of cultures, another culture of another country.
I think one of the most meaningful aspects of this tour was to bring together the two cultures, the African culture and the Jewish culture. And when the Mambazo choir sang their African songs and the Herzlia students sang their Hebrew songs and Jewish music. However, what was more meaningful was when the Mambazo choir learnt the Jewish music repertoire and Herzlia learnt the African repertoire. And together we sang that as a combined, united choir. That really brought the house down. We also had performances at the retirement center called Beit Protea. And this center is for ex-South Africans living in Israel. And we had a wonderful concert there. The audience really appreciated the South African flavor and loved seeing students from Cape Town, young people singing in Hebrew and Yiddish. So it is very important, as I have explained to my students, that if you are given a talent, it is a gift and you must share it. And the way to share it is to take your talent to people who may not be a paying audience, but people who will really appreciate your music. And this we call doing a mitzvah, doing a good deed. And that is part of Derech Eretz.